for your husband, what you have, and we put the color of chala prayam
Om Agnānatimirandhasya Gnānāñjana-śalākaya Chakshurunmilitam yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Sri Chaitanya-manobishtam Sthapitam yena Bhutale Swayam Rupah Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yutapadakammalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalita Sri Vishakhanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Krupa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. O Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. I welcome all of you for today's session. Sri Jagannātha Kathā. It's very surprisingly, it is planned actually. Yesterday I was asked by our ISKCON Mayapur management to give class on the Jagannātha Kathā on 20th actually. So that's 1 hour. 1 hour time was given to me. But actually, this Katha will not end by just 1 hour. So the way Srila Vyasadeva described in Skanda Puraṇa, if we see, it takes at least 10 days actually, of 2 hours. I don't know, so that much patience you all have or not. But even a one student, if I get, I will continue that. Okay. So it's a very nicely described in Skanda Puraṇa. So just I will give the background actually. So Skanda Puraṇa is one of the, that is the biggest Purana among the total 18 Puranas. So Skanda Mahapurana actually it is a Mahapurana. And it describes majorly about the different so holy places. Like initially you'll be seeing in the first Khanda, you'll be seeing the Maheshwara Khanda. So the holy places where Lord Shiva resides on this earth planet, all those holy places are described in the Maheshwara Khanda. Second one is the Vaishnava Khanda. In this Vaishnava Khanda, there are so many different holy places are being described so wonderfully. by the Srila Vyasadeva in this Purana. And these holy places are eternal and their glory is eternal. Everything is eternal. So in this Vaishnava Khanda, so the first one is Venkatachala Mahatyam. You know Venkatachalam, you know? What is the Venkatachalam? Venkatachalam means our Tirupati actually. In Andhra Pradesh it is there. So Tirumala Tirupati. So this Tirumala, there are various Akasha Ganga, Papanashini, Varaha. So Varaha Swami, so place and different places, how Venkateshwara Swami appeared. Everything is described in this. So Venkatachala Mahatyam. It's a wonderful story actually. So, and how the Lord Varaha Bhagavan appeared and how he lifted earth. And then after lifting the earth and he appeared. So that means, so he appeared on the earth, on the place actually. He was standing actually. There he was taking the rest. So that place is, so Bhuvaraha. That means he lifted the earth, Mother Earth. And so he was resting and that place is there in that, so Tirumala. On the top of the hill, you can see this. So like this, that in that Vaishnava Khanda initial part is, that means in every Khanda, there are the different, once again, Vaishnava places are there. First is Venkatachala Mahatyam and second one is the Utkala Khanda. So Utkala Khanda is also known as, that means in Vaishnava Khanda, Utkala Khanda is the second, is a sub part actually. In this Utkala Khanda, I will be discussing, so extensively it is described actually, how the Lord Jagannath appeared. So this is being described and very important. And it's very secret actually. Today you'll be learning. There are several chapters are there, more than 20 chapters are there. Today we'll cover at least one chapter actually, we'll finish one chapter. And in between that means we'll skip the few chapters because it's quite actually, you know, so some stories are there, some glorification. So, but actually we'll keep our time also into the consideration and at least maybe some 20th to 27th Ulta Ratha actually. All the days 3 to 5 actually we can discuss if you all have time. So afternoon time 3 to 5. And today I'm starting, actually today is anyway we have holiday. So that's why we don't have any classes. So I started today 7:30 to 9:30. Because in the morning also I'm thinking whether I should start or not, So like that I was thinking actually. Then finally I thought that I should start actually anyway. So by the inspiration of the Lord, so and by the willing or the mercy of all of you, so I did the dare actually. I'm daring actually. So because of strength of your blessings only, I'm daring actually to describe this from this Purana actually. And this Vaishnava Khanda is entirely actually glorifies the Lord's glories. It's wonderful. You can see the philosophy also very wonderfully described. And also Srila Jiva Goswami says in Paramatma Sandarbha, that means in the Paramatma Sandarbha it is written that in the Skanda Purana, so Lord Shiva says to Skanda actually. So and that Skanda speaks once again to his audience. And that's why it is known as Skanda Purana. He heard from the Shiva and he described to his audience. So that's why it is known as Skanda Purana. In there, when Shiva is explaining, so he says that after explaining this whole Purana, so he says that, you know, so my dear son, whatever that means favorable to the glorifying the Vishnu, that much part is you should take and remaining thing you should leave. So that same point actually Jiva Goswami claims that, so in this Purana, any other Puranas also, except the Srimad Bhagavatam, any other Puranas are there. So you can take that part which is glorifying the Vishnu as supreme. So Pramana is the Lord Shiva is the Pramana. He himself is saying actually. So and Jiva Goswami also substantiate this point in his Paramatma Sandarbha. So that's why this Purana and especially this Vaishnava Khanda and this Vaishnava Khanda is completely glorifying the Vishnu and it is very much beneficial for our growth of the bhakti actually. So that's why, and it's very important for us also. Of course, Skanda Purana comes under the Tamas Puranas, but even in the Tamas Puranas, my point is, so we have to take which is favorable to the glorification of the Vishnu. So those sentences which are glorifying the Vishnu as supreme personality of the Godhead, those you have to take actually, even wherever it is there. And if whichever is not going again, which is not in the favor of the glorifying the Vishnu as supreme, then you should not take. That itself is said in those Puranas only it is said. So that's why, so being a Vaishnava, we should definitely study this Purana also. And fortunately or whatever, so I did my Acharya from the Tirupati University, National Sanskrit University. At that time, in the Purana Itihasas, I did Acharya actually. Before doing the PhD, I did the Masters once again. So I did in the Acharya in Purana Itihasa. At that time, we have the same, that means the total, this Utkalakhanda is there. Because our Vice Chancellor is from the Orissa actually, from the Puri. So that's why, anyway, and this syllabus is also set by my Guruji, who is in Kashi actually. He set this syllabus to that Acharya course. At that time, he is Vaishnava actually, so that's why so we can see here. So this is very much, at that time also I studied this Utkala Khanda, and this is also known as Purushottama Khanda also you can say. And it's a wonderful glorification actually. And you can understand in this, I will give a brief actually. I will give a brief idea on this Utkala Khanda, what is being here. So initially, so we will be seeing the introduction part. So about this Utkala Khanda, that means how this Kshetra manifesting, how it came into manifesting means how it came into the popularity actually. So that we'll be seeing here. And also the glories of this Purushottama Kshetra is very powerful. It's a very powerful place actually. And those glories, so glory to learn those glories. So Jaimini, so Rishi, so he gave several stories actually, several incidents, whatever happened in this place, and how so that glory is seen through those incidents. So that is being explained. So that will be the second part. And then next is in this Utkala Khanda, actually the important thing is Nili Madhav. So Nilamanimaya, so Lord Madhava was initially that deity was there, and that deity went into the golden sand. So Swarnamaya Bhalu, that means golden sand actually. It entered hidden actually. It was, now it is not there actually. And then after that, so now the present, so Lord Jagannath, that means with the wooden body. Darumaya Deha, that means wooden body. With wooden body, Lord is appearing here in this Jagannath Puri actually. Puri. So is a Purushottama Kshetra. So in this Kshetra, Lord is appearing in the wooden body. So how it appeared actually? What is the story behind this? The Indradimana Maharaj, so desire he got, and then after that he sent Vidyapati so to see. Actually, students still joining actually. So 1 second, give me 1 second. I will just I will send once again my link actually. Give me 1 second. So we'll be seeing here how, so this wooden body, that means Lord is getting the wooden body, how he got, and that Indradimana Maharaj sent Vidyapati there. And while his travel actually, so the way how he traveled, and there's a beautiful actually, so he is exploring this place where Nilamadhav, so Nilamadhav deity is there, and to find that, so he was given help with so then Sabarikula person actually. So and that the devotee is helping him, and how he reached, and his glorification. Then after that he is coming back and explaining everything to the Indradimana Maharaj. Then he is going back, but by the time this deity is disappearing, this deity disappears. But that means Indradyumna Maharaj has a lot of love to get darshan of that deity and Lord in that form. But unfortunately, so that is disappeared. And then after that, so Akashvani is giving, Narada Muni is helping. So then how this, so Lord Jagannath with the wooden body, how he appeared, and so and so, and how Indradyumna Maharaj was feeling the separation when that he was unfortunately is not able to so see that the Nilimada Bhagavan. So then these are all very wonderfully, these are all glorifications and his feelings are being explained actually. It takes, that means, few days actually. If you don't mind, all of you, so definitely we'll continue this. I hope so. You'll be giving this some time, at least 3 to 5 every day. So at least maybe 1 week, at least 1 week we'll be discussing this. Is it okay for all of you? Yes. You want short story? Only 1 hour story. 1 hour story. Denadaya Mata is saying yes, 1 hour story, 2 hour stories. This life is meant for only hearing Krishna Katha. Other than this, anything in this whole world is just a waste of time. Yes or no? It's completely waste of time. So if we are able to spend our time for the hearing the Krishna's glories, and that is the real time actually, that is the really valuable. And anyway, so even one student, if I get, I am going to continue actually. So I decided myself. If you come or if you're not coming, no problem actually. And so one student is enough. Even nobody is there, I can. Okay, anyway, one student definitely will be there. I know that. So, like this, we'll be seeing in details about the appearance of the Lord Jagannath, and then after that, his various other places in that Sanilachala. That means that's Nilachal Parvat. You'll be having the various different kunds also, Markandeya Kund, Rohini Kund, and also Gundich. That means festivals, various festivals what they are celebrated for the Lord Jagannath, and also his Snana Yatra and Gundicha Marjan, and all these being explained in the Skanda Purana actually. So based upon this Purana, so we'll be seeing all these things actually, all these details. So at least at some brief, maybe going each and every sloka may be difficult. It's like more than 20 chapters. That means 20 adhyayas, 20 chapters are there. It's like 2 cantos in the Bhagavatam. But still, so we'll try to do this because this is not like Bhagavatam. It's not so hard. It's it's like a juice actually. It's very no toughness actually. Very easy actually. And you can also relish and you can easily get it. And I can understand also. Okay. So like this, various festivals and so and so. So we'll be discussing at the end. And like this, the whole story will be finished. So this is the thing. And then we can have, that means some other time, maybe not this time. So how the Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu performed the various leelas in this Jagannath Puri. So and so can be seen some other time, actually from the Chaitanya Charitamrita. Where he stayed 18 years here in this Jagannath Puri at that time. So he performed so many leelas. And before entering into that, it is better to know about how this kshetra appeared and what are the glories of this kshetra, and so many different other places and festivals and so has to be known. So that is as a Vaishnava, it is very much important for us. Okay. If someone is writing what? So you can't be able to join on Zoom live from tomorrow. It's working day. Try to watch and okay, no problem. So working day, no problem. So you'll be having the links actually. We'll provide the link, YouTube link, so you can hear there. So no problem. Okay, let's go. Let's start now. This is the thing. This is the flow. Now I will be covering from the Skanda Purana, and I will be following the Sanskrit slokas. And if you want the book, Sanskrit book is available in the archive.org, and it's like 400 MB actually. It's a big file. If you want, You can download and you can also see that. And also it is there, Gita Press also translated. But some places actually, wherever the Vaishnava Siddhanta is there, glorifications, there some bewilderment is there actually. That storyline is very nice. Gita Press also described so nicely. But the main problem is whenever there is a glorification comes and the philosophy comes in that glorification, there is a problem is there actually. There you will be confused actually. So that's why that part is only you have to be cautious. Otherwise, remaining thing is very nice actually. Story is also very good. So that's why you may download the Gita Press book also. It is in the Hindi. But the main point is you should not follow everything of that. But to know the story, it is okay. So let us now continue our thing. Narayanam namaskritya naram chaiva narottamam devim saraswatim vyasam tato jayam udirayet. Because every time actually whenever we start actually this is Puraṇa. So that's why we are paying obeisances to the Nara and Narayana. So who are eternally existing. And we are paying obeisances to them. Then also the Lord Goddess Saraswati and Vasudeva. So we are, after paying obeisances to them, so we are beginning to study this Puraṇa actually. Jayam Udirayet. So now we are going to understand the glories of this Kshetra. So once upon a time, there are so many sages. And these sages were asking various questions to the Jaimini Rishi. And these sages, so were asking like this, Bhagavan Sarva Sastragna Sarva Tirtha Mahatvavit Kaditam Yatvaya Purvam Prastute Tirtha Kirtane Purushottamakyam Samuhat Kshetram Paramava Pavanam. These rishis are asking Jaimini Rishi, oh my dear Lord, you know everything. You are the knower of the glories of all the tirthas. Already you explained so many tirthas. That means this Jaimini Rishi is explaining all this about these tirthas to the rishis. So that's why we are seeing here the conversation between the Jaimini Rishi and the Munis. And here these rishis are asking, oh my dear Lord, that means Guru is treated as a Lord. So that's why Jaimini Rishi, they are addressing as a Lord. And they're asking, you know all these tirthas, and now we want to know the most glorious Punya Kshetra. That's a tirtha. That is a Purushottama Kshetra. There, Yatraste Dharavatanuhu Sri Somanusha Manusha Leelaha. Sri Somanusha Leelaha. So Lord is in this Kshetra with the body. And he is having the what kind of body? So wooden body. And having the wooden body Lord, and he is staying in this Kshetra, and we want to know glories of this Kshetra. And this Kshetra is so wonderful just by this Jagannātha Kshetra, or otherwise also known as Purushottama Kshetra, also known as Utkala Kshetra. So these are the three different names. This Utkala Kshetra, so is so wonderful. Or Purushottama Kshetra, Jagannātha Kshetra, Utkala Kshetra, you can say any name actually. And so wonderful it is, just by seeing this Kshetra one time you will be getting the, just by glance of that Kshetra, you will be getting the liberation. And so powerful this is. And also it is going to give the glories. That means it is going to give the result of visiting of all other Punya Kshetras in this whole earth planet. And such a magnanimous Kshetra this is. So the rishis are asking, my dear Bhagavan, my dear Lord, please explain to us completely about this kshetra. Elaborately, please explain. And who built this kshetra? So, who is the cause for this kshetra actually? And where Lord is directly residing here, and who built this? And how it came into the existence? And who are involved in this? Kindly explain to us. And also we are very much surprised. Here Lord is possessing the wooden body. How this wooden body he got? And what is this past time happened? So my dear Jaimini Rishi, can you explain to this? Can you explain this to us? So you are the best among the tellers of the glories of the kshetras. You are best person. And you are the guru of the entire universe. Oh my dear sage, kindly explain to us. And we are so excited to hear about how Lord got this wooden body. What happened actually? And we are very much excited for this. Please explain this. So like this, these sages were expressing their desire to hear about the glories of this Jagannātha Kshetra. Then Jaimini Rishi, he started explaining about this. So, and he's saying this, oh my dear Rishis, it's very secret. So about this Kshetra, nobody knows. It's very secret actually. It's a very secret place. So just, it's a wonderful place. Whoever is not Vaishnava, even if we hear about this Kshetra, immediately they will also get the bhakti towards the Supreme Lord. It's a so powerful Kshetra. And just by, so Rishis are saying what? Sages are saying, just by darshan of the Jagannātha Puri, so Kshetra, you will be getting the liberation. And such a powerful Kshetra this is. And one thing, you should always remember that whenever the statement is coming in the Puranas about that means Kshetra, and about the glories, any point comes, and you should not think that it may be just glorification, and it may not be truth, and maybe it needs some kind of adjustments to get the meaning. That means here in the Purana it is said that one time if you glance at this Kshetra, you'll be getting the liberation. And you should not hesitate to accept this truth actually. And if you have any hesitation in your heart, and if you feel some doubt about this, then that is an offense regarding the holy name and regarding the bhakti. It's an offense actually. And you should accept this as it is. Yes, it is a truth. Just by one glance, yes. So one can be getting the liberation. That glory of the Kshetra should be accepted as it is. One should not hesitate to accept this. So this we discuss actually, we discussed, and we will be discussing also. Once again, I am going to do course on this. So in the Bhakti Sandarbha, this one chapter is there about these things. And many, that means like these precautions are there. And all these things we will be discussing actually. And there you will be understanding. And glories of the any bhakti and the holy name or these kshetras has to be accepted without any hesitation. This is the caution I am giving for all of you. And Jaimini is saying, even the Avaishnavas, if they hear about this kshetra, definitely they will also become the devotees. And if anyone glorify this kshetra, and what will happen? He will be relieved from all the sins. And what do you think actually? Do you feel that means you are not going to get any benefit by hearing? You will be getting the benefit, such a benefit. You cannot remove that sin, that means which cannot be removed even after doing this so many hundreds of the millions of the Ashwamedha yagas, whatever the sin you are not able to remove, that sin is easily removed just by hearing the glories of this kshetra. And just hearing this past tense. And that much benefit you are going to get. And it's not an ordinary thing. We don't know how much sin we did in the past. And everything is vanquished just by the glories of, so by hearing these glories. Of course, Lord Jagannath. Jagannath means what? The master, the Lord of the entire universe. He is known as Jagannath actually. This Jagannath is everywhere existing. But still, he is specifically, that means very specific, in the specific way, he is appearing. So with the wooden body, so in the Puri, Jagannath Puri. Before that, he was having the Neelamani, that means, so like blue stone. So his body is made up of the blue stone, and such a deity was there. What is the height of that deity? The deity height is so 21 inches. That means almost all, so half meter height deity was there. Along with that, Lakshmi, so holding the Veena, she was also, so was there with him on the left side to him. So she was there. And such a deity was there on the top of the Nilachal. So on the top of the Nilachal, that deity was there. And before our Indradimana Maharaj reaching to that place, that was entered into the golden sand actually and disappeared. And that darshan you are not able to get now. We are all not able to get. Then after that, the most magnanimous form. So now the wooden body, so Jagannath, so appeared later actually. So though that whole story will be studied. So in the next coming classes. Now here, etat kshetram paramcha asya vapuhu bhuta mahatmanah swayam vapushaman. That means Lord, that means with that body, so holding the body and he is standing there. So in this kshetra, and that's why it is so magnanimous. So whoever is desiring to stay here, they will be relieved from all the sins. And if you stay, then what you will be getting? If you just desire to stay in Jagannath Puri, all your sins will be finished. So just you now desire actually. My dear Lord, give me some time, give me chance to stay there actually. And even Chaitanya Mahaprabhu stayed 18 years there actually. So you also desire for that, at least for few, that means months, so some amount of time. Then just your desire itself is sufficient. All the sins will be out. And what to speak if you directly stay there? Then you will be getting the unalloyed devotion towards the Lord. And such a great place this is actually, this Jagannath Puri. And what is the circumference of this kshetra? This Jagannatha Puri, that means Purushottama kshetra. So Utkala kshetra, what is that? Dasha yojanas. So Dasha yojanas means 1 yojana is equal to 12.1 kilometer, I think. 1 yojana is equal to, so 12.8 kilometers. That means 10 yojana circumference, this is total area. So Jagannatha Puri kshetra is how much? So 10 yojanas means 128 kilometers circumference. So it is total. So that total area is like that. Like Vrindavan, so our Vrajamandal, 84 crores. So total circumference is 84 crores. Similarly, so Jagannatha Kshetra is having the circumference of, so 10 yojanas. That means 128 kilometers. Roughly, you can say 128 kilometers. So this is the circumference. And it is where it is actually, this Jagannatha Kshetra. It is described here. It is on the bank of the Tirtha Raja. Who is the Tirtha Raja? So ocean is called as the king of all the Tirthas. So that's why Tirtha Raja is the ocean. On the north side of this ocean. That means there is some kind of curvature is there. So in this, near this means this Puri. So there is a curvature in the ocean, And that's why this Jagannath Kshetra on the north side of this ocean. And also there is one river. There is one river, and that river name is Mahanadi. That is starting from the, Chhattisgarh. From the Chhattisgarh it starts actually. That's the Vindhyachals are there, na? Madhya Pradesh. So Chhattisgarh only, na? That. And from there, but it is not having any specific origin, Mahanadi. So that Nadi still it is there. And that Mahanadi is south side, and it's the south side to the Mahanadi on the north bank of the ocean. So the in middle portion, whatever is there, that portion is known as Jagannātha Kshetra. And Mahanadi is not having any specific origin actually. There are the several hills are there. So in that Chhattisgarh, and different hills, the small water, that means water channels are coming and merging, and that is becoming the river. That is known as Mahanadi, and that comes and merges into the ocean. So that's the south side of that Mahanadi, and on the ocean, the north side of the ocean. So in middle portion, whatever is there, so that is known as Jagannatha Kshetra. And this Kshetra is because of this Tirtha Raja. That means because of this ocean. So a lot of sand is there. This is a sandy place actually. In that sandy place, so there is a one hill actually, Nilachal. So that means Jagannath Puri, whatever we call now, that is a hill actually. That is a hill. But now if you go and see, you don't feel that is like a hill. It's looking like a flat land actually. And you don't feel such a high hill. But in the coming stories, when Vidyapati reaches to this Nilachal Parvat, so hill, so it was where it's looking, it's touching the sky. So such a height it was having. But now if we see in internet also, you can search, where is that hill, you may ask. But that hill is nothing but where now the Jagannath temple is there, that only that hill actually. But it looks like it's not a hill. But actually that is a hill. Because now where is that hill? That hill is because of the sand, because of the ocean, sand came again and again. So that's everything is covered actually by the sand. So like that you should understand. But now the Jagannath temple is on the hill, and that hill name is Nilachal actually. Okay. And this is the geographical location of the Jagannath Puri Kshetra actually. And what happened actually, how it appeared. So who began actually worshipping or coming to this place, that story we'll be seeing now. One time what happened, Lord took out this whole earth planet when it fell from its position. You all remember this story from the Bhagavatam. So when the whole, that means 14 planets are created, but Swayambhu Manu was appeared, that means from the Lord, from the Brahmaji, and he was ordered by the Brahmaji, you go and, that means take this Satrupa, and you both create the human beings. Like that, so he ordered, then Swayambhu Manu came and he saw, but he didn't find the earth to increase their progeny and expand the creatures, humans. So then they understood that where it went. So then Lord Brahmaji was thinking where it went with the deep thinking. At that time, his Brukti, that means his eyebrows came together. So then from there, actually Varaha appeared. So when it Brukti happened, and actually from the nose actually appeared. From the nose of the Brahmaji, Varaha appeared, and then he brought out that earth planet, and he kept on this in the right place. It's like a disc actually, earth is like a disc, and it is like a flat land actually. So he made it, he saw that everything is flat, and also now it's fixed properly. So how this earth can be fixed? By holding the different. So mountains are like the bolts. So mountains are like bolts, and mountains are there, then earth will be stable. Otherwise it will be skipping from its place. Like if you remove the bolt, and two plates are there, and if you remove the bowl, then what will happen? That will be dismantled. So similarly, earth is, for earth, mountains are the, so bolts, nuts and bolts actually. So that has to be properly, so mountains has to be saved. Nowadays, people are digging the mountains. That's a big problem actually for the future. So anyway, so Varaha made that this properly arranged in its position by having the proper mountains, and also he made the earth so flat, and like that he arranged and he went off. Then after that, so next Brahmaji make sure that, so his Brahmaji's duty, na, actually through the Swayambhu Manu, Brahmaji is going to fill the different creatures on this earth planet. So at that time, Brahmaji, he made sure that, so he made that sure that, so there should be the properly all the, so Punya Kshetras, that means Tirtha Sthalas and rivers, mountains, and so different other creatures and other places are properly so built or not. He made sure that, so he also does the creation actually based upon the, so Vedas. He will also does, and he so arranged everything so properly. That means secondary creation he did, Brahmaji. Then he started refilling. That means whatever the Jivatmas previously with their karma, they are all with the Brahmaji. So and now what he has to do, according to their karma, he has to give the body, subtle and gross bodies. So now he did this thing, and whole, that means so many, so a lot of time he did, maybe days or years, it's not mentioned here. And after doing that, so Brahmaji felt very bored actually, and he got this so much headache, so and he was so much pain. So after that he was asking, I should do something actually. This is the beginning actually, how the Jagannath Kshetra appeared. And he thought that, that means he wants to come out from this creation work, secondary creation work. So for that, what is the reason? Jivatmas are having the karma. And he thought that to get rid of from this heavy task, Herculean task, giving the bodies to the Jivatmas is a Herculean task. And make sure that they all got the, according to their karma, properly bodies, and also so proper parents and proper this and that and place and everything, according to karma, everything should be made sure. And it's a big thing actually. And he was completely so getting this so much pain, and he was thinking that how to so get rid of this work. Best thing is, if all these Jivatmas are so out from the karma, then I will be happy, and I don't need to do any creation. And like that he thought, Tapatraya vibhutahi muchyante jantavah katam evam chintamanasya matir asit prajapatehe mukteka karanam vishnum stoshyeham parameshwaram tapatraya vibhutahi muchyante jantavah katam. Are ye sabhi, all these jivatmas, all these jivas are suffering. So Adi Daivika, Adi Bhautika, Adhyatmika Kleshas. What is the reason? Because of their karma. So, and because of that only they are getting the body now, and they are suffering. So best, and that is also giving the suffering to him also. So by giving their creation, their bodies, by creating their bodies. And how to save these jivatmas? Katham jantavaha muchyante. How to relieve all these jivatmas from this karma which is caused for their subtle and gross bodies. And what should I do? Like that he was thinking. Then he got one idea actually. Let me muktyeka karana. I should liberate all these jivas. Then I don't need to do any work. I don't need to do any creation. So then I can do one thing. Let me meditate on the Vishnu. Vishnum stosheham parameshwaram. I will glorify Vishnu, and he will be muktyeka karana. You see how wonderful it is said that Vishnu is only the cause, is one and only the cause. So for the liberation, muktyeka karanam. That means what we are understanding here, all other forms of the Lord are not cause for the liberation. So you may ask, Lord Shiva and the Lord Brahma, even they are the Gunavataras of the Lord, can they give the liberation? They cannot give the liberation actually. This is being explained in the Srimad Bhagavatam also. And also in the Paramatma Sandarbha, you will be seeing wonderful it is explained. So if you worship, so they all, that means Brahma and Shiva, as the independent supreme personality of Godhead, and if you try to glorify them and if you do the upasana for them, that is not going to give liberation. So that is not going to give the liberation. It is being established. So we'll be discussing some other time, any time we'll get. But we have to clearly see here Skanda Purana, so which is also from the, which is considered as the category of the Tamasa Purana. But here also what is said that Muktyeka Karanam Vishnum. So that means Vishnu is only one and only cause for the liberation. So Rajas Tamo Bhava Kama Lobha Dayascha Chet, sorry. So Sat Rajastama Prakrutaya. So Bhajanti ye Vai Samashilaha Prajesha Bhuta Patin. So Sriya Iswarya, so Pradepshavaha. So whoever is worshipping the Shiva and the Prajapati Brahma and so on, so other forms of the Lord, so they will be increased in them Rajas and Tamas. So they are all having that quality, and they will not, those results, whatever the boon they give, that will not be auspicious actually. That means that will be giving the lot of what? So attachment to the material world only. So you will not be getting the, so the sufficient, that means the that means you will not be getting the detachment from the karma. But even if you worship the Vishnu with the material desires, and if he gives the, if he sanctions those material desires, and those sanctions are not going to bind you to this material world. So that's why even if you desire material things, one should worship the only Vishnu, not the other demigods, other devatas. And it's not at all recommended. So that point we should remember here, and we should understand. And next, like this, so Mukteka Karanam Vishnu, so say like that Brahmaji is thinking that. So best thing is I should worship Vishnu. And now he worshipped, so he glorified the Vishnu with the several slokas. Namaste Shanka Chakra Gadadara Yanna Bipang Vai Jagan Mama Jaganmaya Jaganmaya Jagat Sarvam Nirmitam Mahadadikam Yannisvasa Samudbhutam Shabda Brahma Tridha Bhavat. Hare Krishna. So light is gone. So am I audible? Yes. Acha. Camera gone. One second. Actually, camera is being discharged. That's why that is switched off. Is another camera actually. Okay. Brahmaji is glorifying so wonderfully. He is saying that Oh my dear Lord, from your lotus novel only I came out. So you are the absolute truth. And this whole universe is because of your energy. And by your energy, this external energy only, this whole universe is manifested. And even I am also coming from you only. And all these Vedas are nothing but your exhalation. When you exhale, so all these Vedas came in the form of the Shabda Brahma. And this is once again divided into three. Vedas are divided into three. You'll be seeing like that. One second. Current is. And he is saying, whatever the knowledge is given by you through the Vedas, by that only I am able to create. In the Shastra Pramana, if you all remember, Brahmaji creates this entire universe, that means secondary creation, based upon the Vedas only. So the same point you are also seeing here. Yan nisvasa samadbhutam shabda brahmatrida bhavat upajivyata devaham asrujat asrujami aham asrujam bhuvanani vai. Oh my dear Lord, these Vedas are coming from your exhale, and these are all only the source for me to do the secondary creation in all the secondary creation in all these universes. And there is nothing different from you. Yes, that is the truth now actually. All these Bahiranga Shakti is nothing but the Lord's energy only. Energy is not different from the energetic, that is the Lord. So the same point here, Brahmaji is saying. So nothing is different from you. So tattaha nanyaha stula sukshma adhirga haraswadi kinchana. Whatever is there, lengthy or short, or big or small, and whatever the different bodies are there, so everything is non-different from you. So everything is na-anyaha means non-different from the Lord. So this philosophical point we should understand. Everything is so not the Krishna. Everything is non-different from the Krishna. So that means everything belongs to him. So in this way you should understand. Everything is not Krishna. Everything is non-different from the Krishna. But this energy is manifesting into the different bodies, and those are all called as in the different ways. So like this, he is explaining the, so as per, that means, so his knowledge, the glories of the Lord, whatever he is seeing, so based upon that, because no one can explain all the glories of the Lord. No, even a devotee also cannot explain all the glories of the Lord. It's impossible. And Brahmaji also, according to his capacity, whatever knowledge he has, so he is explaining, so he is glorifying the Lord. So because of your prerana, that means your inspiration only, I am doing this creation. So like that, keeping his desire, so to relieve all the jivatmas from their karma, so he glorified. Then after that, so when he glorified like this, the Lord appeared. So Lord appeared with this on his Garuda in front of the Brahmaji, and wearing the Shankha Chakra Gada and Padma. Avirasi Dvijasreshta Vivakshu Spurita Adharaha. Then Lord is So replying to the Brahmaji, oh my dear Brahma, so whatever desire you have, that is very impossible. Yadartham mam stushe brahman ashakya pratibhati saha anadya vidya sudruda duschedya karma bandhanai prabhavantyam katam tasyam hriyete mruta hriyete mrut janmani. Oh my dear Brahmaji, you are asking such a thing. You want to remove all the jivas from the karma bandhanam, and you want to make sure that this karma bandhanam means this is completely destroyed, and it's not possible. It's not possible. Brahman ashakyaha. So because this anadi avidya, this avidya, Maya is having the two different actions. So Maya's one energy is the avidya. So one function of the Maya is avidya, and second function of the Maya is giving the subtle and gross bodies. So being the Maya, that means Maya actually, when Jivatma is away from the Supreme Personality of the Godhead, it is not having the Paratattva Gnanam, then it is giving the, using the avidya, it covers the own identity of the Jivatma, and also, once again, and this same Maya is giving the subtle and gross bodies, and by that Jivatma is thinking himself as reverse. So this point, so here it is said that this anadi, that means from the beginningless, this avidya is there, my dear, and you cannot. So that means you cannot make sure that Jivatma is completely out from this avidya. And sudruda, it's very powerful. Duschedya, that means it is very difficult to cross. Mama maya duratya daivi hesha gunamoyi mama maya duratya mam ye prapadyanti maya metam tarantite. So that's why here Krishna also, there also said in the Bhagavad Gita, and here also Vishnu is saying, and it's very difficult to cross this maya. Who can cross? Who are completely surrendered to the Krishna, they can only cross. So that's why he is saying, so this is very difficult to cut this karma bandhanam, and it's impossible. It's not very difficult, it's impossible. Prabhavantyam katham tasyam hriyeta. And it is keep on increasing actually. And how can you reduce this? Because people keep on going degraded, na? So it will become more and more, that means influential on the jivas. And how you can make sure? So it's not possible. But still, if you desire, Lord is saying, my dear Brahma, if you desire, so in this direction, that means reducing the karma bandhanam of the jivatmas and relieving the jivatmas from the tapatrayam, adi daivika, adi bhautika, adi, so adhyatmika kleshas, then something can be done. But complete removal is not possible. But something can be done in that direction. So then that I will explain. Ramena yena hi bhave tatte vakshami karanam. So how this karma bandhanam can be reduced, and that means, so jivatmas can be relieved from this anadi avidya, time beginningless, this avidya is there. From there we can, so gradually you can relieve the jivas from the, that means gradually some jivas you can relieve out. But that can be possible. Aham tvam tu aham Brahman. And Lord is saying, you are I, you are me, and I am you. So, and also this whole universe is manmayam, that means is because of me. Yeah, that is true, because everything, even Brahmaji means what? So he is the Mahatattva, that means intelligence potency. That means, and Jivatma. Jivatma and his body. His body is also his energy. Jivatma is also his energy. So being everything is his energy, he is not different from him. So at that same point, you can see some philosophical understandings here. So that's Achintya Bheda Bheda is the most suitable philosophy, which can be easily applied in any Purana actually. And then Lord is saying, yes, something can be done like that in that direction. So for that, what he's saying, so Ruchiste yatra me tatra nanyeti vicharaya sagarastottarottire mahanadyastu dakshine he is saying, so Lord Vishnu is saying to Brahmaji, oh my dear Brahmaji, there is a one ocean. So there is a one ocean, and on that north side of that ocean and also south side of the Mahanadi, so there is a place, and that place is very powerful. Sarva Tirtha Phalapradaha. It can give the fruits of the all other holy places. So such a powerful place, and whoever is residing there, so they are all very intelligent. Subuddayaha. Brahman nivasanti. Tatra ye manujaha Brahman nivasanti subuddayaha. Where only intelligent people they stay there. That means whose fortune is there. That means from the many lives whoever is earning the sukruti, and those people only will be staying there. So Janmantara Krutanam cha Punyanam. That means life after life, whoever is earning that means Sukruti, devotional Sukruti, and those will be so eligible to stay there actually. And such a magnanimous place that is. Nalpa Punyaha Prajayante. The people who are having the less fate, that means less Sukruti, they cannot take birth there actually. Na Avaktaha Mai Padmaja. So not my devotees. So whoever are not my devotees, they also will not take birth in that place. And oh my dear, so Brahmaji, who took birth from this lotus, so this is the truth. Ekamrakana Nadyi Vruddhi Dakshino Dadi Tira Bhuhu. And also there are several different so holy places are there. Ekamra, that means Ekamra Vanam is there. That is nothing but the Bhuvaneshwar actually now. Now Bhuvaneshwar is also previously, that is Ekamra Vanam. There is a big forest was there. Now it became the big city actually, that is known as Bhuvaneshwar. So that is also holy place. And like this is a total 128 so kilometer circumference is there in this Jagannath Puri Kshetra actually. And Padat Pada Sreshtatama Kramat Parama Pavanaha Sindhu Thire Tuyo Brahman Rajate Nila Parvataha. So, my dear Brahmaji, so that place, whatever is there on the north side of the ocean and the south side of the Mahanadi, in that place, there is one hill, and that is Nila Parvataha. And that is also known as Nila Parvataha. Prudivyam gopitam sthanam tava chapi sudurlabham surasuranam durgneyam mayayachaditam maya. Oh my dear Brahmaji, till now it is secret. Now only I am explaining to you. I don't know when this story happened. Brahmaji is in which kalpa it happened, or which year and in which month and which kalpa this story happened, I don't know. But to Brahmaji is telling that. So till now nobody is knowing. So my dear Brahma, so till now it is completely, very secretly it is kept. And now I am exploring this place. Sarva Sangha Paristyaktas Tatra Tishtami Deha Brut. I am leaving everything. That means in this place, Lord is not going to physically doing any leelas. That means like in the Vrindavan, he is doing the leelas, like Ayodhya, he is doing the leelas, like that. Here he is not doing any leelas, but he is holding the body and standing there. This time, and he is sitting there, actually, or standing there. That's all he is doing there. Ksharakshara Vatikramya Varteham Purushottame. I am so residing there in such a form which is beyond the Kshara and Akshara. That means which is destructible. That means material form. And material world is also like you see. This whole material world is also form of the Lord only, but it is a material form. Like you can take Virat Purusha is also form of the Lord, but it is a destructible form. He is saying here, Vishnu, oh my dear Brahmaji, I will be standing in that, or I will be residing in that kshetra. So in that form, which is not which is beyond the destructible and undestructible both. That means undestructible is what? Undestructible form is like Brahman, Brahma Jyoti. So he is beyond to that also. So he's saying that I am so residing in that location, in that kshetra, in such a form which is beyond the destructible and non-destructible both. Kshara and Akshara. So Akshara means the destructible one. Akshara means non-destructible one. Yeah, I'm not saying the form, but destructible and undestructible one. So here you have to understand. So Lord's form is beyond the Brahma Jyoti, is being explained here. So he himself is saying, I will be staying, residing in that Kshetra, which is beyond the destructible and undestructible one. And Srishtya Srishtyālayena Akrantam Kshetram Purushottamam. That means every kalpa there will be a destruction, So in the earth planet, till the Svargaloka, all the planets will be destroyed actually. Once the planets destroyed means everything, whatever is there is completely destroyed. Planets will be there, but everything will be destroyed. So a lot of fire will be catching and everything is finished. But here, but this place will not be destroyed. Anything is not going to happen to that. And he's saying in every pralaya that will be residing as it is. This you will be understanding in the Markandeya story actually. So to glorify this place is very wonderful. Markandeya Rishi is having such a boon, 7, that means 7 manvantaras. So he can live. His lifespan was 7 manvantaras. So no, 7 kalpas, sorry, 7 kalpas. So in every kalpa there is a pralaya. So after one kalpa, so there is a pralaya. So then when pralaya came, he was alone. So because all other living entities are finished, Till now it's muted.
Yes, Prabhuji.
How long?
I don't know, Prabhuji. I was getting messages from many devotees that it is muted.
How long it was? From where I should restart? Ten minutes.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Where till where you heard? Anyone? So who is going to say? What is the last part you heard? Who will tell? Who was yeah. Yes, Prabhu. Nandakumar. Prabhu. Can you unmute?
Krishna Prabhu, you told up to the 7 kalpa. That's all. Up to that. After that,
Where, Prabhu?
you told that there is a lifespan of Manu, 7 kalpa. Can you hear me?
What is that? Not clear actually. Can you speak?
You told that the Manus, there is a 7 kalpa, the lifespan of the Manu. Up to that only here. After that, it was the net is disconnected.
Oh.
And
It's very long back actually.
yes, Prabhuji. We all are alerting and you are...
No, I am in my own. Okay, I will come back. Sorry, actually. Because I am seeing my screen and that's why I don't know what is happening in the Zoom. So that's the reason actually. Anyway, I will come back. Manus 7. Acha. Okay. Where? So, Prabhu, sir, did you hear where this Jagannātha Kshetra is there? What else you heard? Who is there actually? What else you people remember actually? Deenadaya Mataji. Explain. You didn't? You are not hearing. You are somewhere actually. Prabhu Nandakumar, Prabhu, can you explain more actually?
Prabhuji, actually, you told up to, there is a Kshara and Akshara. And south side of that Mahanadi and the north side of the ocean, the Jagannātha temple is situated.
Yeah. Okay. Kshara and Akshara is over. Okay.
Yes.
Now it's clear actually. Done. Okay, Prabhu. Thank you. So now I can identify actually this. Yes. So Lord started explaining actually about, yes. So he will be so he'll be residing in such a form there, which is beyond the material form and also his material form. That means Virat Purusha, and Akshara means So that's a Brahma Jyoti. So he is beyond these two. So such a form, that is, Lord's form is beyond the Brahma Jyoti, you can understand. So this was the point I said. Then after this kshetra is existing actually. Even in the time of the pralaya also it is existing. Yeah, at the time I explained actually. For this we are going to know this glories actually of this kshetra through the Markandeya Rishi story. Markandeya Rishi was having the lifespan of the 7 kalpas. So after 1 kalpa, so there is a pralaya. At that time, when pralaya happened, so to save his life, so he was keep on searching the right place where he can stand actually. Everywhere is water. So then, so drowning, and he finally came to this place. That means, so he was guided actually. So he was guided to come to this place. And after that, that means from there you can understand, from this incident you can understand, even in the pralaya also, this place is not devastated actually. It will be existing same as it is. So this thing we have seen. And Lord is saying here, Yatha mam pashyasi Brahman. So now, my dear Brahmaji, whatever the form you are seeing me, so whatever form you are seeing now in front of your eyes, the same form you will be seeing in that, on that Nilachal Parvat, on the bank of the Rohini Kundi. So on the Rohini Kund, what side? Right side of the Rohini Kund, and so right side means east side of the Rohini Kund, and west side of the, that's a banyan tree. So that is the place you can see now also actually. So Rohini Kund now also is there, and also banyan tree also is there, and right side to the this in middle of this, because Lord is under the tree. At that time there was no temple actually. Now we are having the temple because Indradimna Maharaj built the temple. Before that there was no temple. When there is a Nilmani Madhav was there, so Nilmani Madhav, so at that time without temple, under the tree shadow only he is staying, and the tree is so wonderful, and without any, that means sun also there is a shadow was there, and such a magnanimous tree that is, and that tree is not going to die at any time, and that is the thing we can see. And underneath of that tree Lord was residing. So, and with the same way, the 4-handed form was there at that time. Shankha, Chakra, Gada, Padma he was holding along with the Lakshmi. So, Idrisham Tatra Gatvaiva Drakshasa. You can go and see, my dear Brahmaji. So, my dear Brahma, so you go and see. Neeladrehe Antarbhuvi Kalpyan Agrodha Mulataha. Varunyam Disiyat Kundam Rohinyam Nami Vishrutam. So that's why here, where it is that deity, it is the Rohini Kund is there. So you can ask the Rohini Kund. If you go to the Puri, so it's in the temple premises only you can find the Rohini Kund. So it's nothing but it's still there. That Rohini Kund east side, and also left side of the, west side of the Kalpa Vruksha. So there is a place on the bank of the Rohini Kund. So I am staying there, and if you can see that form, and with this so fleshy forms, if you see, so one will be easily liberated. Whoever is going there, tada tad ambasa akshina papa mama saija mapnuyuhu. Whoever is seeing with their fleshy eyes, immediately they will be getting the saija mukti. And tatra vraja mahabhaga drishtva mam dhyayatastava. So you go and see me and you meditate there. Prakasham yasyate tasya kshetrasya mahima aparaha. If you go and do the meditation there, then what is going to happen? Then everyone will be coming to know. So this is the magnanimous place, and because Brahmaji came and he so did the meditation like that, people will come to know, and through you, and everyone will reach there, and they will also get the same benefit, even if they see with their fleshy eyes my form, and they are all liberated from that karma bandhanam, so which you are wanting. Ascharya paramas tava apicha Tvamapicha bhavishyati. So Shruti Smruti Itihasa Purana Gopitam Manmayaya Tannahi Kasya Gocharam. So actually, these glories of this form, whatever is there on the top of the Nilachal, and this form is very, very wonderful actually, and it is very secret actually. So Lord is saying it is very secret, and it is very secretly kept in the Shruti, Smriti and Puranas. And nobody easily come to know. Nobody easily come to know about this. And now I am revealing to you, my dear Brahmaji. So it is there in the Puranas. Definitely everything will be there in the Puranas, Itihasas and Shrutis. But Purana, whatever is having, we have very small Purana. Even for the Brahmaji also, you see now. This incident happened when some day of Brahmaji it happened. But important point is what? This incident is compiled in the Purana and it is given to us by the Vyasadeva actually. But it is incident happened. So before that, some other time. So that's why this whole incident also will be there in the Puranas. So it's a very secret. The glory, ultimately what I want to say, these glories of this Kshetra is very, very secretly kept in that Puranas or the literature. And now because of you, my dear Brahmaji, so everyone will come to know. So now onwards, everyone will come to know about this Kshetra. So from there onwards, this Kshetra was known to everyone. And that incident is there in the Purana, that is compiled by the Vyasadeva, and that is given to us so that we are also coming to know. We are also coming to know this Kshetra. So, okay. So, but my dear Brahmaji, because of your glorification to me, so now I reveal this Kshetra, and so that your desire will be fulfilled now onwards. And this place is so wonderful, so magnanimous, even one does. So Aswamedha Yaga millions of times. And if one does millions of the vratas, and one travel millions of times to the Tirthasthanas, and one does do the yajnas and danas, and whatever the punya is, one is going to get, that punya one can get. So just by what? So just by when the time you take to take the breath and inhale and exhale. So whatever the time it is taken, in that much of time, if you stay in the Jagannath Kshetra, so you will be getting the more than the benefit whatever you are getting by doing these kinds of the pious activities. So Ityadhisya Vidim, like this. So Lord Vishnu ordered to the Brahmaji to go there and do the meditation so that everyone will come to know. And he did. And then after that, he disappeared. Prabhu Antardhiyata. So this is the Skanda Purana, Utkala Khanda, so one chapter, first chapter. And in the next chapter, we are seeing the Jaimini Rishi. So he's continuing his story to the Munis. So this whole incident happened. So, okay, who is explaining? The Jaimini Rishi is explaining to the Munis. And that explanation is kept in the Purana, and that is given to the Vyasadeva to us. Okay, you should be understanding the thing in a clear manner. So here in this story, you'll be seeing the different kinds of that means glories of this Kshetra through the different stories, small stories you'll be getting. Like there is so Yamaraj is going to come because this Kshetra is relieving everyone from the sin. So then what is going to happen? So nobody is coming, no customers for Yamaraj. Then he is very much morose and he was very much worried. So he came to this Kshetra. Already Brahmaji came there and he is doing the meditation. And also Yamaraj came and he will be seeing the Lord's deity. And he is asking, what is this you are doing? And it's very much injustice. And I am not getting any customers. And you are destroying the sins by just glancing you once. And like that, he want to ask and he came there. So then just a side by to him, to the deity. So Lakshmi Devi also is there. And she replies actually. So, and she explains the stories about this Kshetra. And she explains the glories of this. That means the conversation between the Lakshmi Devi and Yamaraj. We are going to see in the tomorrow's class. And also there are the summer, that means Markandeya Rishi story also will be seeing. That is that will explain the glory of this kshetra, and also will be seeing the Ambarish. Ambarish means not our Ambarish. So Pundarikaksha and Ambarish, one Brahmana and one Kshatriya, and these are the two friends, and they are drunkards, and they also visited this place, and they also they got the benefit, the spiritual benefit. So from that story also you'll be understanding the glories of this kshetra, and like this several small stories are going to come. So through that you'll be understanding glories of this kshetra, and then how the now rishis asks, actually Jaimini rishis, they ask Jaimini rishi how this wooden form, that means, came into the existence. What is the reason? So who are the reason behind this? And that will be coming in the next part. That means Vidyapati is traveling to this Nilachal Parvat and getting the darshan and so on. So like this story will be going on. So thank you very much for today's session. So of course this is the time is there still. So I am ending here. Okay. Any questions or comments? So please let me know. Are any confusions? Yes, Sanskriti Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
One second. Your voice is breaking, Mataji.
Okay, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
My question is that if you said that there was no temple before, and Lord
No
was
temple.
residing under a tree.
Under the tree.
So why? What's the purpose?
Because that tree is like a temple. That means it is going to give all the, that means protection from the light, also from the heat, sun, and from the rain, everything. And that was that. And there is no specific reason actually. So the tree is naturally is staying in that big forest actually, So at that time it's a big forest and a lot of fruit trees and so on. So Lord is naturally standing there in the beautiful form actually. Its a height is half meter height. So with the beautiful four-handed and Shankha Chakra Gada Padma, that description also will be seeing in the Toma and the coming classes actually. So Neil Madhav, how Neil Madhav is how beautiful, that beauty also will be seen. Okay, that is the thing actually. Any other questions? Anyone have anything? Any comments? So Shamala Mataji. Yeah, okay, one second, Mataji. Shamala Mataji, can you go? Go ahead.
Yeah.
You can ask.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. How many sessions, Prabhu? This one and this recorded one, it will be available in Golokvani?
Yes, it will be available. Let us see, Mataji, because first time I am doing such a lengthy course from other Puraṇa actually. I also don't know. And I should relish and you should also relish. And that is the goal actually. I cannot run and I cannot summarize, or otherwise I cannot suppress. So, okay, it will be in the, if someone is not having the time, no problem. Even one devotee come, I can teach and I can discuss. So if others have time, so let them hear in the YouTube. It will be there in the Golokvani.
Approximately how many sessions, Prabhu?
At least 10 sessions, I am thinking.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
But it.
What, Mataji? Sorry. You are asking something. Yeah.
Yeah, it is not a recording. That's why I'm thinking it is not available in YouTube.
No. It's recorded now. Already live. It is already live.
Oh, in middle it's disconnected. I thought it is not. Okay.
No. It's already, even if the middle disconnected, it will be continued. Zoom and YouTube will catch immediately.
Okay.
So it is continued.
Yeah, I want to hear again, Prabhu. That's why.
Yeah. Because we should know more details actually. Clearly where it is and what and initially how it is. The whole picture should be there actually in our heart actually. because then only we can meditate on because these narrations only the object for the meditation. And if we don't know the object clearly, that means, and how you can engage your mind on the Lord. And it's very important. And if you don't make it a habit of the relishing on these kind of things, and if you feel bored, that means the person is still having a lot of contamination in the heart. So that needs the more and more hearing. So that's why we should chant holy name. Yeah. So we
That's why I attend all your classes.
Yeah, of course. So we should chant the holy name. That will be doing the purification. And dham is because it's very easy to relate, because that nice forest and the trees and beautiful place, and you'll be getting the picture. Actually, there is a ocean and there is a Mahanadi, and in middle of this portion, and that's fully filled with the sand, and there is a big mountain, and so height is there on that mountain top. There is a forest is there. In that forest, so there is one kund is there on the top of the hill, and beside to that kund, actually Rohini kund. So that means on the east side of that kund there is a tree. That's a big tree is there. That's banyan tree. Under that tree there is a Lord, and whose height is 0.5 meter height, and such a beautiful form is standing there along with the Lakshmi Devi. So, and his face and smiling face, and it's so beautiful, and nobody can reach there. And now Brahmaji went there, and he will go there. Actually, next in the story you'll be seeing. He'll be going there, and he's meditating there, and he's glorifying, and he's seeing the form, and he glorifies. And if we are not able to accustom, or at least get the taste to feel of this, then what is the purpose actually? As a devotee, what we are going to do then? So that is the point actually. Anyway.
Yeah, in your classes, you explain everything from the root, from the base, you explain, Brahma. That's why I attend all your classes.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Swarup Siddhi Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Dandatpranam. Initially, when we are talking about the glories of the Purana, yes, Prabhuji, yeah, it is true that we should not underestimate that. We should try. It's literally, it is perfect. There will be some doubt in the mind. Really, it works like that. Even one breath or something like that. So in midway, you said one point that from the Purana, only Janmanta Sukruta, only devotees will take birth there. Those who have a lot of Sukruti. But I would like to know how to connect the current situation, the people, different upper sampradayas, are different people in different angle who take, but I don't know. I mean, I don't say that they're all offensive people, but how to connect these two? Can we say all those are devotees? We can see many people, including different religious, or maybe probably murderists and road robbers, different people.
Yes.
This is a problem. How to connect these two? Yes, thank you.
Janma Janmantara Sukritiya. Yeah, so that's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he visited the Vrindavan, so, and also Bhakti Siddhanta, so all the time they said, don't criticize the Dhamvasis. You have no business so to dig into their life and check into that. No need. You get darshan and you do your business, and get the darshan of the Lord's, get darshan, and come back and you do the preaching. So even Bhakti Siddhanta said same thing. So that's why we are not recommended to do any criticize. So that's why we should not at all. That means let them. So no comments, and let them. So definitely they might have done. So Sukruti, that's why they got, and also like some kind of like you see Bharata Maharaj. So you can take the Bharata Maharaj case also. Even he's in the Bhava stage, and he took the birth as a hiran, as a deer. So we have two types of explanations for that, because of the previous aparadhas. So one will be that means he got that means his swa arabdha karmana, that means that is taken as by some acharyas has taken it as because of his previous aparadhas. He got the hiran body and the degraded body, and someone say that no, Lord gave, so that means this body by his own sweet will, and just to what just for the sake of, that means increasing his love out of separation. So like this, you cannot judge any devotee who took birth in the dham. You should not actually. That's recommended by the acharyas. Vishwanath again and again he cautions us actually. I don't discriminate, don't judge there. You don't know what are the reasons they are there, and do you think that place is very ordinary place and someone took birth there very ordinary? No. And also, so that's why we should not dig into their life, because we don't know what kind of sukriti they earn and what kind of aparadha they did, or otherwise what kind of sweet will Lord is having. And that's why, so even they are taking birth and why they are not doing devotion, what kind of separation so he is making for their life, how, that means what kind of treatment Lord is doing. So we don't have problem. So that's why our acharyas again and again, from the beginning to end till now, every acharya says that don't dig into their issues. Don't comment them or don't dig into their things. Leave them. Okay, Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhuji. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, by the grace of our acharyas, we got conclusion. We should not criticize them. And there is
Yes.
a one saying by Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Maharaj Prabhupada, that, what is that in Hindi? Galle mein, dalle mein, naak mein tilak, galle mein mala. Those who wear, there are devotees who should be careful. Of course, it doesn't mean that we should criticize them. And that also gives statement that those who are just, even though they are wearing tilak, don't think they are devotees. Combining these two, I can understand that. Of course, we should not judge. There would be some reason for them behind taking birth. Yes, that probably is that conclusion. They may be devotees,
Yeah,
may not be devotees.
because you see someone took birth as a tree in the dham. So what kind of devotion they did and what kind of treatment Lord is doing, who knows? I don't know, you don't know. And someone took birth in the Vraja. And is it easy thing? Do you say that means taking birth someone in the outside
No.
of the
Yeah, no.
dham, and you can
Yes,
you say both
not
are same? No.
No.
So
Yes.
of course that Jivatma is having definitely the Bhakti Sukruti. Then only, so because till now we are not getting such a Sukruti and not able to go there. But they are taking birth there. So that place is not an ordinary place. We should not, you cannot see that it's a buildings and it's a place, is some canals and some drainage. No, this is the external view actually. And you cannot see like this also. So also it is also cautioned by in the nectar of instructions also we can see. And dham and so the Vaishnavas, so we should not see on the bodily platform. So the same way actually that is. So that's why again and again our acharyas reminded us, we don't have any business to dig into their lives actually. And there are so many jivatmas are there outside the dham, and they go and preach and distribute the holy name and bring them to the dham, and so get them, that means the opportunity to get the darshan of the Lord. So this is the thing actually. And even our acharyas also don't recommend that you should permanently staying there. So for the preaching purpose, you go there and take the devotees, go there and come. But external, maybe some devotees they may need actually, so to stay there. So that is a different thing. Otherwise, what is encouraged actually, everyone should go and preach. So everything is in line. So another thing is, now you are saying the Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Goswami Maharaj wearing tilak, and that is another thing. We are not discussing that. Wearing tilak is different, but Miss Sahajas also may do that. So who are not taking birth. And here the point is a substantiated point is they are taking birth in the dham means it is not ordinary thing. So wearing tilak means one can be making the drama. So in the school also he can want to make that means drama, then he will also wear.
Yes.
So of course for that also someone might be having a little sukruti, otherwise even he cannot come. So that is a different thing actually. So here taking birth is the main concern actually.
Yeah, and you were telling about Bharat Maharaj, Prabhuji. I remember in Bhagavatam, Shukadeva Goswami himself concluded that that was because of his karma. Am I right, Prabhuji?
Swarabdha karmana, that is the word he used.
Okay.
But the interpretation is done by the acharyas is differently. Swarabdha karmana means purvakruta aparadhena. One acharya gave, another acharyas gave that. So that means Jiva Goswami says that some acharya, he didn't say his opinion. Some acharyas they say Swarabdha karmana means because of offenses, because of purvakruta aparadha. So someone say like that. Someone say that Swarabdha karmana means someone say that. So because of the Lord's That means Lord, Swami means here Lord himself created this karma. Lord himself created the karma and he gave the birth of the deer yoni he gave. So like that. Vishwanath also says that, so I will take this only. Vishwanath says, Lord, he gave this. So because he's a pure devotee, so because he's in the pure devotion already, Bhava Bhakti means the pure devotion. He's already in the pure devotion, and Lord wanted him to increase his intensity of the love, and that's why he gave this. So like that, so a lot of discussion is there actually.
Such a great soul, Bharat Maharaj affected such a prarabdha karma. What to speak of today's devotees practicing in
No.
ISKCON?
Karma means here, we should not take the karma means ordinary karma. Here karma means Purva Kruta Aparada. Aparadas will be there in the Bhava Bhakti.
Sorry. Even I mean also though it was same aparad. Really, what to speak of today, knowingly, unknowingly, many of offenses, maybe including myself also, devotees practicing.
Actually, we are not we didn't enter into the Suddha Bhakti also because
Adhav.
Suddha Bhakti.
We are in Adhav.
Adhav.
Yeah, I'm following Bhagavad Gita lectures. I'm at 10th one. So wonderful lectures.
We are in Adhav only actually.
Right.
Because the beginning point is
I came to know that we are in Adhav like that.
Beginning point is a heavy condition. Full surrenderance is the beginning actually.
Yes,
And doing the 24 hours Shravana Kirtana Adirupa Bhakti. That means Vyavasaya Atmika Buddhireha Kurinandana. So this is the condition actually.
Yes.
So for the doing this.
Last one, that question, Prabhuji, just a small suggestion if that helps. When you start the class, if you can make one, maybe, of course, I may not be there, few, whosoever you identify, you make co-host 1, 2, 3. So it will be easy. They can immediately unmute themselves and tell you like that. It will save you
actually,
time.
otherwise, Adaksha Prabhu, generally he stays, Prabhu, he is out of station actually.
Even if he's there also, what you can do, you can make 2, 3 people who you feel decent and they can little manage. If possible, whenever I join, I will request you. I will also try. May not be that, but
sometimes I forget. Okay, remember.
I will also request if possible. You can make me or anybody who you feel like that they can do manage. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Yes. Sanskriti Madhya.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, I had another question, but I got disconnected unfortunately. My other question is, places like Jagannātha, Vrindavan, are they affected by if yes, then why? And is there any difference in Skanda?
I'm not able to hear your voice, Mother. Extremely sorry. So it's breaking quite heavily. It is breaking. Can you make adjustments to your mic? Hare Krishna. Maybe signal is not there, I think. Okay, by the time you try, so I will take another question. So Namavatar Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Pranam.
Prabhu.
So, can you hear me, Prabhu? God is saying, okay. Hare Krishna Pranam.
Pranam Prabhu. Yes.
Could you please forgive? I just joined very late, so still I request if I'm allowed to ask a question.
Yeah.
So, Prabhuji, the Neel Madhav deity which you explained, it is different from the Shakshi Gopal, right?
Oh, that is different. Yeah, that is different.
So where is the location of this Dham, Prabhuji? Neel Madhav?
Neel Madhav, exactly where our Jagannath is there, just the same place.
Okay.
It's went into the sand actually.
Okay.
Indradimna Maharaj, before reaching to that place, so this deity is disappeared.
Okay. That means the temple existed before also, before
No, temple was not there. Temple was not there.
Only the deities were there.
Deity was there. Under the tree, deity was there.
Okay, I went into the sand itself then.
But it went into the sand. Vidyapati got the darshan and he went back to the Indradimna Maharaj and he explained everything. But that Shabara, his name is, what is that name? I forgot actually. So tomorrow I will say. And that Shabara told, so whenever your Maharaj come back, by that time this deity will not be there. But Vidyapati, he told to Vidyapati, but Vidyapati will never say that. And he brought back the Indradimna Maharaj. And then by the time if we come and see, then there is no deity actually. Then he was crying actually. He cries out of separation. Then that prayers are very nice actually. We should. And then he did the tapasya and yajnas, and then after that, so story happens actually. How this Darumaya, that means wooden body. So deities appears. That is the Jagannath appearances.
And is this Vidyapati is the same person who went to this Brahmana's house in Sakshi Gopal pastime, and he got married to this daughter, and then he discovered Sakshi Gopal? Is the same?
No,
person?
this is Satya Yuga happened actually. Very long.
Okay. Thank you, Prabhu.
I'm not clear about this Sakshi Gopal, but this happened in the Satya Yuga.
Okay. In the
I will
last
clarify.
in the past time, so this the same personality Vidyapati. Is this the same person who's going there? So this was my confusion.
He is a Asthana, that means there is a Purohit was there for Indradyumna Maharaj, and his brother actually.
Okay.
This Indradyumna Maharaj is there in that story? No, actually that Vidyapati is different.
Okay.
Sakshi Gopal is that's the Vidyapati. This Indradyumna Maharaj in that royal court, there is a Purohit is there, and that Purohit's brother, this Vidyapati, and both are different.
Thank you.
Chinmay.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, actually at Jagannath Puri Dham, Westerners are not allowed, right? Other than Hindus, I think so. So my question is, that's why Srila Prabhupada like started Ratha Yatra, Jagannath Ratha Yatra at West also. So the Westerners get that result only. By which we are getting the result after visiting the dham, actual dham, Jagannath Puri Dham, or what?
Can you repeat your question? I am not able.
Hare Krishna, am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah. At Jagannath Puri Dham, Westerners are not allowed, right, to enter into the temple. Yeah, and even to participate in the Ratha Yatra also. Yes, no? And that's why Prabhupada...
No, Ratha Yatra they participate. Inside temple they are not allowed, but but in the gate they stop actually. In the temple premises they cannot enter. But when the Ratha comes out, everyone is allowed.
Okay, in Ratha Yatra they are allowed. And that's
All
why
public is
Prabhupada
there.
started Ratha Yatra at West also, no? So visiting Dham is like means visiting Dham means to enter into the temple or just enter in the premises of temple.
Even if you see the flag of the temple is enough. That's the darshan of the Lord. Okay. So Rupa and Sanatana, they were watching that means just the flag, because they worked under the Malaysia king. So they also, they didn't enter into the temple.
Yeah, even Haridas Thakur also not allowed to enter into the temple. That's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself came in outside and meet him, no? Yes.
That's entering in the temple is different, and Ratha Yatra is for everyone.
Yes. Okay. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
He's coming on the roads, actually. Sanskriti.
Prabhuji, I have written that question in chat box. I don't want to take this chance.
The holy places like Jagannath, Puri, Vrindavan, are they affected by Kali Yuga? If yes, then how? They are not affected by Kali Yuga. So, but for our physical appearance, it looks like being affected actually. But spiritually, if you see, they are not at all affected actually. And also Krishna is residing and is not living, and everywhere he is doing the past tense. Are you able to see that? So you are not able to see. I am also not able to see, because that means vision is covered actually. Our vision is covered by the Maya actually. And that's why we are not able to see. But otherwise, the Dham is always, and Krishna is residing and doing the past tense in Vrindavan. 24 hours is doing. And that's why the dust and everything is very, very so powerful. But why I am not able to see? Because so my heart is not fully filled with the devotion. That's why I am not able to see. Like you see in the Ganges, so there is a foam is there. By seeing the foam, we think that the Ganges water is impure. But actually, if you test medically in the laboratory, they prove that it's so pure. Nobody can say that means it's impure. But external eyes, it looks like that any water with foam is considered as impure. By seeing a lot of foam, we feel that Ganges water is impure. But no, this water is always pure and transcendental. Yes. So the same way we can for material man, for the blind, that means who doesn't have proper eyes, that means spiritual eyes, he can see the dam is being degraded, and that means a lot of dirtiness is there, drainages are there. So Yamuna is shrinking and it's full of completely so much wastage is flowing, sewage is flowing, like that we see by our eyes. It's like we feel that dam is being degraded. But no, actually, but pure devotees, they don't see like that. They see Krishna is just dancing on the bank of the Yamuna with the gopis. They see like that, and that by that beautiful, by just standing on the Kadamba tree, so just side by there. So on the opposite side, they'll be seeing the Krishna under the moon. By seeing that beautiful face, so these devotees are attached to him. Actually. But here, who is explaining this? Rupa Goswami is saying actually in the Bhakti Rasamrita, but we are not able to see that, but they are seeing that. That's our problem. Okay. Next, Mosmi.
Krishna Prabhuji Dhamma.
Pranam.
Prabhuji, is Subhadra Maya is Yoga Maya or
Who?
Subhadra Maya?
Is a Yoga Maya. She is.
Yes. So how she became Jagannath's sister? Because in the case Yoga Maya is
She is a sister actually, sister of the Krishna. Jagannath is Krishna only,
yeah.
na?
Yeah.
And Baldev is a their sister only, na?
Yeah, but Radharani is not Yoga Maya. She is the Yoga Maya, right?
Oh, actually, like that. She is the actually essence of spiritual potency. Zahadini. And Shilahadini potency, actually, the bliss potency. This Yoga Maya is having several functions. Sandhini, Samvit, all these are all different potencies of the Yoga Maya. So in that, this is the most, that pleasure giving part, whatever is there in that spiritual potency, that means in the spiritual, it is having innumerable functions. Parasya Shaktir Vividhaiva Shriyate. Lord's energy is having so many variegated potencies. And in that is the bliss potency, whatever is there, and that extreme bliss. So the bliss potency's manifestation is nothing but the Srimad Bhagavatam. And we see they are all different, these potencies, and also we see all these potencies also non-different. That's why Achintya Veda Veda. Should see difference and also should see oneness. Both. All potencies as one, and also should see all the potencies are different. So in that bliss potency is the Srimati Radha. And she is the cause for the highest pleasure for the Lord. That means the extreme pleasure he will find with that potency only. No one can do that. No other can give such a potency to him actually than her. So that's why for every devotee, she is the role model actually. She is the leader actually. Okay, any other questions? Thank you very much. So we finished in the time. So vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyo cha pattanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo. नीलाचल धाम की जय, जगन्नाथ क्षेत्र की जय, उत्कल क्षेत्र की जय, पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र की जय। हिताय गौर प्रेमान। हरि हरि।